What about Mr. Downtown Ray Melo? You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, April 4th, 2022, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Jon Batiste won big and took home Album of the Year for We Are at the 64th Annual Grammy Awards on Sunday. The show, hosted by Trevor Noah, aired live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Batiste looked shocked in his seat before he came on stage. Batiste says, "I love music. I've been playing since I was a little boy. It's more than entertainment for me. It's a spiritual practice." Olivia Rodrigo took home the Best Pop Vocal Album for Sour and dedicated the win to her parents. Jared Leto presented the award. Rodrigo also won Best New Artist, which was presented by Dua Lipa and Megan Thee Stallion. Rodrigo said on stage while accepting the Best New Artist statuette, "This is my biggest dream come true." Silk Sonic, which consists of Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, won Song of the Year and Record of the Year for Leave the Door Open. Paak says, "We are really trying our hardest to remain humble at this point while accepting Record of the Year before stating the drinks were on them for the other nominees." Doja Cat and SZA won Best Pop Duo Group Performance for their song Kiss Me More. SZA walked to the stage using crutches and was joined by Doja Cat, who was in a hurry after going to the bathroom. Doja Cat said while accepting the award, "I have never taken such a fast piss in my whole life." The singer then got emotional about the win. She said, with tears in her eyes, "This is a big deal." Jasmine Sullivan won Best R&B Album for Hugh's Tale and spoke about creating a safe space for black women to tell their stories. Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar's Family Ties won Best Rap Performance. Ludacris presented the award, which Keem accepted alone. Chris Stapleton also won Best Country Album for Starting Over and wished his twin children happy birthday. Silk Sonic opened the Grammys. They performed their song 777 and wore matching white suits. Silk Sonic made their debut at last year's Grammys, performing Leave the Door Open. Noah then took the stage after Silk Sonic opening number and poked fun at some of the nominees and the recent Oscar incident where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Noah joked, "We're going to keep people's names out of their mouths," in reference to what Smith told Rock. Rodrigo then performed her hit song Driver's License in front of a backdrop of a dark street. Rodrigo started the song off by getting out of a classic Mercedes-Benz. J Balvin followed Rodrigo and performed Que Mas Pues along with Maria Bergsella. Balvin, who was wearing a red coat, transitioned into a Skilrex collaboration in the ghetto while standing on white steps. Balvin was joined by multiple backup dancers who were still sitting down and using their hands in a highly choreographed fashion. Lil Nas X performed a number of tracks including Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and Industry Baby, where he was joined by Jack Harlow. Hip-hop legend Nas, singer-songwriter Brandi Carlile, and country stars Chris Stapleton, Carrie Underwood, and Brothers Osborne all performed at the show. Justin Bieber performed Patches with Daniel Caesar and Givon. BTS gave a special performance of their hit song Butter. They wore matching black suits, and the segment played out like an action movie mixed with dance moves. Her rocked out and played the drums while performing her song Damage, and was joined by rock stars Lenny Kravitz and Travis Barker in a rendition of Kravitz's Are You Gonna Go My Way. Batiste gave an energetic performance of his song Freedom. He wore a shiny silver suit and was joined by a number of colorfully dressed dancers and backup dancers. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed viewers at home in a pre-recorded video. Zelensky spoke about Russia invading his country and the ongoing conflict before John Legend performed Free. He says our musicians wear body armors instead of tuxedos. They sing to the wounded in hospitals, even to those who can't heart them, but the music will break through anyways. We defend our freedom to live, to love, to sound. Zelensky continued, "Our land, we are fighting Russia, which brings horrible silence with its bombs, the dead silence. Fill the silence with your music. Fill it today to tell our story and tell the truth about this war on your social networks, on TV. Support us in any way you can. Any but not silence, and peace will come." Respects were paid to the late Taylor Hawkins, the drummer of the Foo Fighters, who died on March 25th. Billie Eilish paid homage to him while performing her song Happier Than Ever inside a flooded house while wearing a t-shirt featuring his image. She finished off the rest of the song on the roof of the house as it started to rain while she was joined by her brother and collaborator Finesse. Host Noah explained that the Foo Fighters were supposed to perform during the show, but canceled because of Hawkins' recent death. A video was showing highlighting Hawkins' career before the Grammys launched into its annual In Memoriam segment, which paid homage to all those in the music industry who died over the past year, including Dusty Hill of ZZ Top, DMX, Biz Markie, Betty Davis, Stephen Sondheim, Charlie Watts, and others. Ben Platt, Sarah Evero, Rachel Zegler, Leslie Odom Jr. performed Send in the Clowns and other songs during the segment. Lady Gaga performed multiple songs from her collaborative album with Tony Bennett titled Love for Sale. Bennett introduced the performance in video form. Footage of Gaga and Bennett recording the album together appeared behind Gaga as she sang. Gaga said she missed Bennett after she concluded. As mentioned earlier, Billie Eilish wore a Taylor Hawkins T-shirt while performing Happier Than Ever, the title track of her most recent album at the 64th Annual Grammy Awards on Sunday. Hawkins, the drummer of the Foo Fighters, died unexpectedly in a hotel room in Bogota on March 25th. He was 50 years old. Eilish, with her brother Finesse, were interviewed by Access Hollywood's Scott Evans and Zuri Hall on the Oscar red carpet on March 27th and asked about their thoughts on the death of Hawkins. Eilish says it was incredibly heartbreaking. It was right before we went on stage and we got the news, and it really tore us all apart. It's horribly tragic. Eilish won an Oscar for Best Original Song for No Time to Die and was nominated at this year's Grammys for Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Pop Solo Performance, Best Pop Vocal Album, Best Music Video, and Best Music Film. Throughout her career, she has won 7 Grammy Awards. Bill Skarsgard and FKA Twigs has signed on to star in the remake of the gothic supernatural crime drama The Crow. Production on the movie is scheduled to start in June in Prague and Munich. Director Rupert Sanders said in a statement Friday, The Crow is beautiful, dark, poetic, and sometimes disturbing. It is a story of love, loss, grief, and revenge. It is a great honor to revisit James O'Barr's iconic comic and reimagine the Crow as a forbidding voice of today. King Richard's scribe Zach Balin penned the screenplay from the project. Director Alex Proyas' 1994 big screen adaptation starred Brandon Lee as Eric Draven, a murdered man who becomes the titular anti-hero. Lee died on the film's set at the age of 28 when he was shot by a prop gun that was loaded with improperly made dummy rounds. The Crow was followed by 1996's The Crow, City of Angels starring Vincent Perez, then 2000's The Crow Salvation with Eric Mappus, and 2005's The Crow Wicked Prayer with Edward Furlong. The late 1990s TV series of The Crow starred Mark Dacascos. Skarsgard, who is best known for his role in the It and Castle Rock franchise, will play Eric in the new version. It is not clear who singer-songwriter Twigs is playing in the movie. Lethal Weapon and Braveheart star Mel Gibson spoke to Fox News interviewer Jesse Waters about the theme of trauma, redemption, and hope that permeated his new film, Father Stew. The movie is based on the true story about the titular boxer, Mark Wahlberg, who becomes a priest and suffers from a progressive muscle disease. Gibson plays his father. Waters asked the actor and Oscar-winning filmmaker Friday how viewers might relate to the suffering portrayed in the film. Gibson says everybody's got a boulder man or something they've got to drag on. Sometimes something going to come by and knock you down at some point of your life, now or later. And how do you stand up from that? How do you not stand up but find the purpose in that? There's a purpose for all of us, so it's looking for that purpose. I think if we are too self-involved, I think if your head is too big, let's put it that way, it's an easier target to get hit. If your ego's not that healthy, if you realize that there's something greater than you and find a little humility, you're not going to get hit as hard. Gibson, who has avoided the spotlight in recent years after a drunk driving arrest and backlash for allegedly making racist and anti-Semitic remarks, candidly discussed with Waters how he hasn't always been the perfect father to his 9 children, but now he tries his best to make amends. Gibson says it's never too late to fix stuff. I've realized on a few occasions that you can go back and fix stuff if you missed it the first time around. At the end of the 5-minute chat, Waters pressed Gibson to speculate what might happen if he hit Chris Rock at Sunday's Oscar ceremony the way Will Smith did. Gibson laughed and didn't answer as Gibson's publicist wrapped the interview. Smith was allowed to stay at the Oscars and even went on to win Best Actor for his role in King Richard after slapping Rock for making a joke about his wife. Smith later apologized to Rock and resigned from the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science, which bestows the Oscars. Saturday Night Live didn't shy away from the most talked about entertainment news story of the week, Will Smith slapping of SNL alum Chris Rock at the Oscar ceremony. Chris Redd played Smith as an affable guy happy to chat with the seat filler played by Gerard Carmichael until Rock makes a joke about Smith's wife, actress Jada Pinkett Smith. The sketch shows Smith getting up from his seat, heading to the stage where he hits Rock off camera, then sits back down and resumes his conversation with the shocked seat filler. He pauses in the discussion to scream profanities at Rock, then keeps smiling and talking to with his fan, who awkwardly admits he no longer wants to take a selfie with Smith. Smith says, emotionally referring to Pinkett Smith's streaming talk show, the last couple of years have been crazy with COVID, Zoom meetings, and the red table talk. As the seat filler's phone goes off with a ringtone set to Smith's hit song Getting Jiggy with It, Smith gets a wide-eyed look and grins, declares, everything's normal, y'all, and starts dancing. The Gene Smart Hannah Inbender comedy Hacks was named Outstanding New TV Series at the GLAAD Awards in LA on Saturday night. Saved by the Bell was voted Outstanding Comedy Series, and It's a Sin won for Outstanding Limited Anthology Series. RuPaul's Drag Race and We're Here shared the award for Outstanding Reality Program, while Changing the Game was voted Outstanding Documentary, and Single All the Way was scored the Outstanding TV Movie honor. The prize for Outstanding Wide Release went to Eternals, and Parallel Mothers was deemed Outstanding Film Limited Release. More GLAAD Awards honoring media for fair, accurate, and inclusive representations of the LGBTQ people and issues was handed out in a New York ceremony on May 6. Comedy Central has announced its new 8-episode animated series Lightning Wolves is scheduled to debut on April 15th. Creator and executive producer Bobby Moynihan said in a statement Friday, Lightning Wolves is an homage to all those cartoons from the 80s we loved as kids. Thundercats, He-Man, and She-Ra, G.I. Joe, Voltron, Silverhawks, cartoons that were packed full of important life lessons while secretly selling toys to children. But this one has a lot of cursing. The show features the voice talents of Eugene Cordero, Donald Faison, Sophia Gonzalez, Taron Killam, Will McLaughlin, Bobby Moynihan, Griffin Newman, Lennon Parham, Nicole Parker, Connor Ratliff, Ben Schwartz, Jimmy Simpson, and Kobe Smulders. Former James Bond portrayer Daniel Craig has tested positive for COVID-19, prompting the cancellation of performances of his new Broadway play Macbeth. Representatives for the production announced on Twitter, we apologize for the inconvenience this caused ticket holders, but the safety of our audience, the cast and crew remains our top priority. The Shakespearean Tragedies producers first scraped Saturday's afternoon and evening shows, then later announced performances will be halted through April 7th, since several other members of the company also tested positive for the virus. The cast also includes Ruth Negga, Philip James Brannon, Grantham Coleman, Asia Kate Dillon, Maria Dizia, Amber Gray, Amika Gindino, Paul Lazar, Bobby McKenzie, Michael Patrick Thornton, and Danny Woolham. Pop star Miley Cyrus announced on Twitter she tested positive for COVID-19 and is canceling her performances and public appearance this week. Cyrus tweeted Friday, traveling around the world playing for 100,000 people a night and meeting hundreds of fans a day. The chance of getting COVID are pretty high. I have COVID now, but it was definitely worth it. The 29-year-old singer added, unfortunately, because of this, I'm missing out on the Janie funds, which sucks because it's a charity that's super important to me and my friend Steven Tyler. And I am feeling fine, so don't worry about me. Sorry, Steven. We have to walk this way another time. According to People.com, Janie's Fund attempts to, quote, bring hope and healing to girls who have suffered the trauma of abuse and neglect. Stevens first gave voice to this cause with his hit Janie's Got a Gun, and the establishment of the fund ensured that these vulnerable girls will have an enduring voice for years to come. Cyrus also released a live album, Attention Miley Live, this week. It includes the new songs Attention and You, as well as new versions of her previous hits, We Can't Stop, Where's My Mind, Wrecking Ball, and Nothing Compares, and covers of Heart of Glass by Blondie, Jolene by Dolly Parton, and Like a Prayer by Madonna. The Stray Cats mini album is the number one album in the United States this week. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts today and Saturday is Lil Durk's 7220, followed by the Encanto soundtrack, Maureen Wild's Dangerous, the double album, and Juice WRLD's Fighting Demons at number 5. Rounding up the top tier are The Weeknd's The Highlights at number 6, Charlie XCX's Crash at number 7, Drake's Certified Lover Boy at number 8, Gunna's This Forever at number 9, and Doja Cat's Planet Her at number 10. Jared Leto's vampire saga Morbius is the number one movie in North America, earning $39.1 million in receipts in its debut. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced on Sunday. Coming in number 2 is The Lost City with $14.8 million, followed by The Batman at number 3 with $10.8 million, Uncharted at number 4 with $3.6 million, and Jujutsu Kaisen O, the movie, at number 5 with $2 million. Right at the top tier are Triple R at number 6 with $1.6 million, Spider-Man No Way Home at number 7 with $1.4 million, Dog at number 8 with $1.3 million, X at number 9 with $1.021 million, and Everything Everywhere All at Once at number 10 with $1.011 million. This weekend's top 10 movies grossed about $76.6 million, compared with last weekend's box office, which took in $78.5 million. And as your entertainment report for Monday, April 4th, 2022, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeartphone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.